Raising a Giant by Bob Crisp. Chapter 8. The 10 Laws of Leadership. Leaders are made, they are not born, and they are made by hard effort, which is the price which all of us must pay to achieve any goal that is worthwhile. Vince Lombardi. I have been tried in the fires of time and tested by the winds of change. I am a leader. Leadership is the key element in the development of a dynamic network marketing culture. The role of the leader is determined by many stages in the growth of an organization. The leader must be many things. His or her role changes from moment to moment. Preparation is essential. These are the ingredients that one must consider when pursuing the role of the leader. These laws are not suggestions. The laws of leadership, like the laws of success, themselves are irrefutable. The consummate leader will use these laws to the advantage of the whole organization. Embrace them, and you will prosper. Ignore them, and you are doomed to the bargain basement of life. The 10 Laws of Leadership. Number 1. The leader must have a dream larger than those he or she leads. The greatest error of most people in network marketing is that they cannot envision the scope of the business they are in. The downline groups always look upline for visionary leadership. This manifests itself most in the fact that one of the first things new distributors want to know is how well you are doing. Messages must be conveyed by example, not just by verbal communication. Big dreamers inspire others to dream. Learn to communicate by example. Be aware of the people around you. Visionary leaders establish themselves as forward thinkers. They look at the ramifications of their actions as affecting everyone. The size of your dream affects the amount of effort you are willing to put in. Your downline wants to know that you are thinking bigger so that your financial goals will coincide with theirs. 2. The leader must have an attitude superior to those he or she leads. Attitude control is a constant battle. Leaders feed themselves continuously with powerful thoughts and act in an upbeat manner at all times. When you think of it, nothing else makes much sense, does it? Number 3. The attitude leader is one that sees the solutions and does not focus on the problems. Positive information is gained from reading books on personal development, listening to positive thinking CDs and audios. Positive attitudes are just as contagious as negative attitudes are. 4. Negative attitudes, however, are longer lasting and have a lingering impact on the downline. One critical statement about the company, the upline, or the products can destroy entire legs of an organization. Negatives are expressed in word and deed. A raised eyebrow or a thoughtless comment can be indicators that the leader is neither on guard nor acting responsibly toward the business. 5. The leader takes responsibility and is first to admit when he or she has made a mistake. There is nothing more damaging to an organization than a leader who is always right. Leaders should always understand that they are responsible for the things that go wrong in the growth of the organization, regardless of the actual responsibility. The leader sees the danger in placing blame on others and takes it himself or herself to be the lightning rod for criticism. Additionally, leaders should know when to demur and when to allow others to absorb the blows. Number 6. The leaders are decision makers. Nothing is more demoralizing than indecisive leadership. Someone once said a leader is concerned when doing the right thing, while a manager concerns themselves with doing things right. Not all of your decisions will be correct, but it is important to make decisions, then make them right, rather than making right decisions. Strive for excellence, not perfection. Indecision, as we will discuss later, causes a sense of instability and uncertainty in the group. Be decisive. Your decisions will get better as your experiences become more diverse. 7. The leader puts he or she and those they lead first. There has never been a leader worth his or her salt who does not think of the downline first. The leader puts those he or she leads first. Unfortunately, today, too many network marketing professionals are selfish and egocentric. They don't realize that the long-term benefits of putting others first will provide much more in the end. During the Civil War, Ulysses S. Grant, a general, was surveying the condition of his battered troops one day when he saw one of his soldiers who had no boots. General Grant said, "Soldier, where are your boots?" "I have none, sir," came the reply. Grant got down off his horse, took off his boots, and gave them to the soldier. As he was riding off, he said to the soldier, "As long as I have a pair of boots, no man in my army would go without them." Putting those you lead first always results in a confident, more aggressive organization. The Marine Corps called it esprit de corps. It's called compassionate leadership. It always works. The leader sets the example by being out front. The typical loser tells others how to do it and sits back and watches. Leaders say, "Follow me," while losers say, "Go sick 'em." Network marketing is a business that requires real leaders to stand up and be counted. Poor work habits by the leader will produce the same in the downline. As previously pointed out, what parents do in moderation, children tend to do in excess. Set the right example. Don't dig a foxhole. Take the lead. In World War II, General George Patton, sometimes known as Blood and Guts, told his troops not to dig foxholes. His theory was that they weren't going to be there long enough. He believed foxholes were for those not planning to go forward and win the war. Foxholes are for those that are staying where they are. Since you are determined to move on, take the lead in attitude, work habits, and giving, and your group will follow. Number 8. The leader displays a commitment to integrity and character. Because so many hopes and dreams rest on our shoulders, we are obliged to exercise a maximum commitment to truthfulness and honesty. Among the key issues of character are courtesy, manners, personal conduct, respect for others and their property, truthfulness, and forthrightness. In General George MacArthur's final address to the graduating class at West Point, he stressed duty, honor, country. Among other things in society, we need more people who put integrity and honor at the top of their priority list. Pride in the outfit and confidence in the leadership will be instilled at all levels when the priority is put on doing the right thing. Number 9, excellence in all things. There is no place for shoddy and inferior performance in a great network marketing organization. You are going to be associated with the worst thing you do. Unfortunately, people associate us with the cheapest or ugliest thing we do instead of the best. Vince Lombardi used to declare that winning is the only thing. I'd like to paraphrase that to say that a commitment to winning and excellence are the only things. Our appearance, attitude, courtesy, common caring, and total dedication to excellence marks us for success or failure. Ignore these things and you will pay the price. Number 10, commitment to personal growth. Personal stagnation is the cause of decay and failure in most lives. Life is dynamic, not static. No one wants to be around someone who is standing still. Therefore, high on everyone's priority list should be a program for personal growth. However, personal growth begins with what stage each person in your downline is in. Here's a look at some considerations. Persistence and determination. No one likes to be around quitters. It takes time to achieve genuine success. Calvin Coolidge said, "Nothing can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education is not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent." Someone once said, "Leadership has not been tried and found difficult, but instead has been found difficult and left largely untried." I believe those who have a genuine desire to excel will always find a way around, over, or through any problem that arises. Persistence and determination will see you through when things are darkest. When it seems you can't or shouldn't go on, the vision of what lies at the end of the trail will drive you on. Courage is what you have when the enthusiasm or inspiration that started you on the journey is gone. Courage. These 10 laws are the backbone to any successful business, but especially the network marketing business. The culture, the system, the pattern are all reliant not just on good leadership, but on great leadership eventually. Pay attention to these laws and develop your skills with people, and you will be a network marketing superstar. Ignore them, and you'll find yourself doing lunch next week with the crowd. Let's review. Number 1, the leader must have a dream larger than those he or she leads. Number 2, the leader must have an attitude superior to those he or she leads. Number 3, the attitude leader is one that focuses and sees solutions and does not focus on the problems. Number 4, negative attitudes are longer lasting and have a lingering impact on the downline. Number 5, the leader takes responsibility and is the first to admit when he or she has made a mistake. Number 6, the leader is a decision maker. Number 7, the leader puts those he or she leads first. Number 8, the leader displays a commitment to integrity and character. Number 9, excellence in all things. Number 10, a commitment to personal growth. Bonus law. Number 11, change is inevitable. Pay attention to new internet technologies. Leaders are the early adapters in life. They read and listen to the trends and see the future. Today, that means the internet, social networking sites, e-marketing solutions, international objectives, and automated systems. I know many people who say that high tech doesn't work in true face-to-face high-touch selling. I point out that most of us have sat in a movie before and cried or laughed out loud. This one-way high-tech medium reached out and touched or moved us, sometimes powerfully. Using high compression video and flash technology allows anyone with a video camera, a computer, some great software, or even a smartphone the ability to personalize email and web media to communicate social or economic issues in a very warm and high-touch way. There are basically 5 areas of people development you should consider while building your sustainable network. My upline admonished me to, quote, build it once, driving home the concept of leadership development on a pathway to a stable network marketing business. Level 1, the neophyte or newbie. This person is new to network marketing and should be treated with kid gloves no matter what their previous business experience. Not that they aren't mature as individuals, but beginners need to focus on basic steps such as building lists and getting acquainted with the ins and outs of owning their own business. Learning to be a self-starter takes time, and new beginners should focus on the basics. Level 2, beginning leadership training. The emphasis here should be more about expansive product knowledge, how to show the marketing plan, and work in depth. Learn how to read people, measure commitment, solve individual problems. You will also want to learn how to utilize some basic internet e-marketing solutions, social networking. Level 3, advanced leadership training. Working in depth, the focus is on personal growth and leadership skills, public speaking, and psychological development and personal growth. Level 4, beginning leadership development. This is the staging ground for emerging leaders and motivators. Here, the focus is on working with emerging leaders and enhancing group focus. The visionary leader has to look beyond the obvious to see the possible and the impossible. Level 4 is a testing ground to see if you are ready to go on. Level 5. Level 5 is advanced leadership development. Level 5 is the ultimate place reserved for the select few who have heard the call to leadership and see the possibilities beyond the horizon. Not many reach this exalted level, nor do they desire to. If you have the call to leadership, nothing on earth can keep you from it, and if not, no power can drive you to it. Leadership skills and working with others is a constant variable. Maybe I should leave it at that, because no matter what we achieve or how high we climb in life, the learning process never ends. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, and the grandfather of modern self-esteem and personal success mentors, began in the early 1900s with 13 laws of success, and by the early 50s added 5 more. Time and history changed the paradigm of success. These are stages and are not necessarily definitive. They are training approaches that I have found appropriate to each stage. Suffice it to say, the important thing here is to not overtrain. The only thing worse than no training is overtraining. Raising a Giant by Bob Crisp, Chapter 8, The 10 Laws of Leadership, read by Will Zanders.